Hello and welcome back to Pink Monarch Prints. My name is Bobby and I'm a guest designer from Precious Memory Boxes Junk Journaling. So if you have a moment, jump over there and check out my channel. But today we are going to be making mini master boards or collage boards, whichever you want to call them. And the nice thing about making mini ones is they don't take too long to make. And also you can use them for smaller projects. So I've got two different size index cards here, and we're going to use one of each. I have a 4x6, which is tea stain dyed. And then I also have a 6x8, which I'm just going to leave white like it is. And what we're going to do is collage both of these and just use up our extra kit pieces. So I usually have, some papers left over and some ephemera and different miscellaneous labels and things left when I do a kit. And so this is a great way to use them and not just let them sit there. And then you can add them, if you're making a journal, you can add them to your journal. Otherwise, you can save them for a future journal and use them for those. So the first thing we need to do is cover our cards. And I have two different ways I'm going to show you to cover cards. We'll do the larger one first, and then we'll come back and do the other one. So I've got some large pieces of paper here that we can tear. And like I said, these leftover are all from different kits that I've used from Pink Monarch Prints. So we're just going to take and we're going to do some tearing, maybe a little inking and gluing, and get this covered. And then we're going to use our pieces from the gold kit for this month, which is the blue add-on kit. And it had some envelopes that went along with it. We're going to use our ephemera pieces from that to help embellish this. So I'm just going to go ahead and quickly ink this and glue it down. And the goal really is to just use up some of your papers in different ways and have fun and create. You don't have to perfectly line them up. This piece just happened to work well, but you can put them on however you want. And then when you get done, you can kind of just go back around and tear them off and cut them off, however you want to do it. You don't have to ink if you want to. It's all personal preference on things like this. Do what you enjoy doing. And this time I think I'm just going to glue this section so that I don't put unnecessary glue where I don't need it. So, use what you have. I've got some scrap tea stain dyed paper that I made. So we'll put a little bit of that on here. You could use a glue stick for this. I just happened to, unfortunately, I didn't bring one in here with me. But a glue stick might be a little faster than using just the liquid glue there. Let's see what else I might have. I have a lot of neutrals, so I need some more blues. So let's tear some of this. There we go. Hope everyone's having a good week so far. It's been a busy one for me. Working long days. It makes your week go by pretty fast. All right, let's see. Let's do maybe a piece of this pretty paper here. If I remember right, this comes from, oh, I've forgotten the name of it, from the steampunk kit. There we go. And you could definitely tear this a little smaller. I kind of made a big piece, but I think it's all right. I'm going to go with it. All right. And then we'll just fill it in with some neutrals that we have. Okay. Let's see. That may work there. It's funny because I like to tear paper, but I tend to want to like flip it around to the straight edges all the time. So I have to kind of watch myself so that I'm not making everything perfectly straight, because half of the fun is it being a little wonky sometimes. So let's put that there, and then we can come back and cut it. And what can we put here? Let's see, do we have anything else different in neutral? We've got a piece of this here. Let's just even do that there. Maybe tear a little bit of that off. All right. And there we go. I left a little bit of, tiny bit of white space there. I'm just going to put a little ink on it there. All right. We are going to lay this over to the side for a minute and let everything dry for just a moment or two. And then we'll come back and we'll cut some of these extra pieces off. Now I did kind of big pieces, but you definitely could do, you know, smaller pieces. The other one we have here, and I'm going to leave this side as the back so that you can write on it with the lines. But our other side here, I wanted to do some stripes. Do it like, kind of like quilted. So we'll even that up and we'll keep that scrap for something else. And I'm not really even measuring these. I'm just cutting a few strips off. All right, set that over there. And let's take a little edge off there. There we go. All right, we'll just do like 4 stripes of each. Oh, we've got a couple other pieces here. I think that's the same. I like that paper. Hopefully these will be long enough. I didn't think about maybe needing some a little bit longer, so let me cut 1 or 2 longer there. And we'll just get started here in a minute and see what we have. All right, and let's see, we've got this paper, and I'm gonna have to cut a little bit off of it so that it'll fit through the trimmer. There we go. A little bit more. This is a really small trimmer. I think it's the like a 6-inch one, so it's not real big, but it's a lot easier to use sometimes. Okay, let's see. I think we need a little bit more blue, and I think we'll be good. You guys may have seen Elena do something kind of like this with some journaling cards she was making. And then I've made some quilted tags before. Those were fun. But I thought this would be fun to do on here. So let me find some of the shorter ones. And you can go any direction you want to go. I'm going to go diagonal. So we're not going to need all of this strip. So let me tear a little bit of that off. And let me make sure I'm staying in camera there. And we're just going to glue this on. All right. Let's do a blue strip next. And this really doesn't take too long to do. You can overlap them if you want, or you can just butt them up next to each other. All right, we've got a longer one here. There we go. Just make sure you have enough hanging over the ends that you can, cover all your paper. All right, here's another one. Now, if you wanted to start going the opposite direction, you could do that, but I'm just going to go the same direction, I do believe. Now, see, that strip is too short, so I will have to find a couple strips or make some longer strips here. So let's see. Do I have anything else longer? I do have this one. Will that work? Just barely, but that will work. Yep, just barely. It should hang on. We should have it where it'll hang off the other end, but I think it'll be okay. We'll cover it up somehow. Okay. Let's see. Maybe instead of making longer strips, I'll just add some little pieces here to cover up what it doesn't cover. Okay, let me take just a little piece of this, cover up right here. I'm just going to tear it. There we go. And let's take a piece of this and add down here. There we go. All right, what can we do next here? Let's see. I think we need something neutral again. So let's go with this one. Now, I didn't take time to ink all these, but you certainly could if you want to. You could definitely ink all of these. All right, let's try one of the flowered papers. And by using the index cards, it doesn't take you near as long as it would filling a large sheet of paper. You can get more items if you wanted to cut this, down into note cards or tags or something. You could definitely get more pieces out of a large sheet of paper. But these are probably going to stay journaling cards. Maybe the larger one we could cut into tags if you wanted to. All right, let's see. Let's do this blue right here. And we need something, just a little peck of some kind of color. Let's do that one. And do a little bit of blue here right on the corner. I'm just going to fill all this in with glue, and then we'll lay these two down kind of together here. So I'm just going to do that to help fill in the corner. And then do this one here. And there we go. All right, let me move our pieces up here out of the way. And I will trim these off so that you can see what they look like. And then we will add some of our blue add-on kit pieces to it. I really like that one. You could take your ink and kind of ink these lines a little bit to kind of make it look a little more antique-ish. All right, this one, a little more cutting on this one. So we're going to cut all this off here. Like I said, it's quick and simple. I have my scissors upside down. Let's try that this way. I am actually left-handed, but I do a lot of things with my right hand. So, and cutting is one of them. So, I do. I'm weird like that. All right. Oh, I think that turned out really well. I like that. So we've got our strip, and then we've got our, move this stuff out of the way here. We've got our collaged one. Now I'm going to grab some of our pieces, and we'll just kind of lay them out here and decide how we want to decorate with them. And I've got quite a few pieces, so it's, again, just whatever you want to do. So, oh, I love the butterfly, and I do want to ink him up a little bit, just lightly. And what we'll do first is kind of lay the pieces out and see if we like them that way, and then we can move on from there. We've got some frames in the blue add-on kit, which I love. I cut the centers out of them, so I need to cover up a little bit of the white lines. I think that looks really cute. You could even take, which we may do here, let's ink up another butterfly, and we could just add our butterfly under our frame, kind of like that, or have the butterfly be partially in and out. If you hear that noise, one of my kitty cats is in here, and he's playing. So, all right, what else do we want to add to this? Need to make a few little clusters on it. There's a lot of fun little pieces on the in the blue add-on kit. Here's a beautiful bird. I love that. I want to put maybe put the bird in the frame. Let's see. I've got two birds. Let me see where the other one is. Oh, here he is. I'm wondering if we should maybe put him in the frame. Oh, he looks kind of, he's not very well anchored. Let's see about this guy here. I think I still like the butterfly better. So we'll do the butterfly in that frame. And let's see, what can we add on here with our, I think we could add one of our birds to here also. And we can add him over here. Now with this not being a really big card, you won't have to do, you know, add a lot of things to it. You could also stamp if you have some stamps you want to add to it. I'm going to glue this on here. There we go. Decide where we want to put that. Let's see, maybe our bird needs to go down here at the bottom. And our butterfly over here. And what else could we add? We've got some small little pieces like these. Maybe a little thing in the corner there. All right, and I think we need maybe something right here. So I think that's too big, unfortunately. What else can we do here? Do we have something smaller? If all our flowers, unfortunately, are too big, I think we might have to grab maybe another label or something and add here. Or maybe just kind of move our butterfly over a little bit. I like that. All right, let's go ahead and do that. So there we go. You could also run these over the top and trim them off if you want to. Oops. Okay, do we want the bird or do we want a flower? I think I like the bird. Still like the bird. All right. Oops, that's really supposed to go this way. There we go. And let's see, where could we add the number? Oh, I like that. All right, we're going to add a number there. And I do believe this card will be finished. There we go. Quick and simple. And then you have a journaling spot there on the back. You can cut this little wing off later if you want to after it dries, but I don't think it's poking over that much. All right. Let's decide how we're going to do this one. So I like the butterfly in the frame. And let's see, we've got some different flowers here. See if we like them. We also have more butterflies. I really love those blue butterflies. What if instead of a big thing of flowers, we do something like that? And we've got this pretty tag. We could cut that down ever so slightly and put it on there. I like that. A lot of times I put the glue on the item I'm gluing to keep me from over gluing. And then I can just come back and trim this off. There we go. All right. What else do we want to use on here? We have, again, some more butterflies. We have a tag. We have a clock, a tea kettle. Not sure about the tea kettle. let's see, lots of little labels. I love these little postal cards. These are kind of fun. So we're going to put the butterfly, I think, down here. I like him right there. Do we need a number or something? Maybe on the corner. Let's do the part of the butterfly first. Okay, and then do the frame. All right. Let's put that down there. And I think I'm going to add a number here at the corner. There we go. All right, so we got our corner going. We've got this butterfly over here. And I'm wondering, what can we do with him? We've got a clock. We need something a little darker. Let's see. That might be nice together, right there. Would love to see your mini collages or mini masterboards, whichever you want to call them. Would love to see if you post those, if you make some. They're just, they're fun. They're simple to make and, you know, easy to use. Sorry for the shaking. Okay, let's see. We were going to put this here. Trying to decide which way we want the butterfly to go. We want him to go that way, I think. Maybe, yeah, maybe we'll do on top. Sorry for the shaking. Gotta lift my arms up so it won't do that. Beautiful. All right, so we need a little something here and maybe something down here. I like that, actually, just like it is. Let's ink that a little bit. You don't miss the ink until you don't realize you don't see it on there, and then you're like, oh, I should have inked that. The ink just somehow helps things stand out a little bit. All right. I think I might glue that there and then trim it off. I like that. I wanted to get these flowers on here somehow, but they're kind of a little bit big. But I like that. And we can add a label up here next to it. Love the color of these labels. They're kind of like a, I don't know if you'd call them a tealish blue, but they're really pretty. Let's see if we can slide that under. Oh, that's upside down. See if I could slide that under there a little bit. There we go. And let's see what else little we might have. Maybe we can add down here at the bottom. These blues all work so well together from the kits. I'm not sure if I like that little piece. How about the star? Maybe we can add the star down here. And a great way to cover up some of your seams is to add different labels and focal points over them if you don't like seeing the seams of things. Just cover them up ever so slightly. All right, let me cut this flower piece off here. And I think we will be done. All right, there we go. There are two mini collage cards or mini masterboards. Kind of, to me, they're kind of the same thing. So if the only other thing you can maybe add to these if you want to enhance them a little bit is maybe some stamping. And then I'm going to leave mine just like they are, but this 6x8 one, definitely you would be able to cut it into 2 journaling cards, or you could probably make 3 tags out of it. With it being 8 wide, you could almost make them like 2 3/4 maybe, or 2 1/2, and then they would be, let's see, 6 inches. Is this 6 inches? Hold on, let me see here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's not working. So they are 8 inches long, and they are 6 inches. So yeah, you would make 6 inches. It just didn't look like 6 inches to me when I looked at it. So they would be, your tags would be 6 inches tall, and you could probably make them about 2 1/2 and get 3 tags out of that if you like. But I'm going to go ahead and leave them like they are and use them in an upcoming journal that I have. You could even use this as a cover to a mini journal. So if you want to make yourself a mini journal, that would make a beautiful cover. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you guys have a great day, and we will see you next time. Thank you. Bye.